I cut off my mother after she allowed the guy who essayed me to visit my daughter. 10 years later, she wants to fix our relationship and get to know her grandkids. 13 years ago, I was essayed by my boyfriend's, now husband, ex-best friend, we'll call him Jack, when I was 16. My mother never liked my husband ever since we started dating back when we were 13. She always wanted me to be with Jack because Jack came from a good family. So when Jack assaulted me, she didn't believe me despite all the evidence that he assaulted me. Jack's mom was also my mom's boss, so I think that might have had a huge part in her not believing me. So while I was waiting for trial, I moved in with my boyfriend and his parents. During this time, I found out I was pregnant, and I knew it wasn't my boyfriend's because we were never intimate and I was never with anyone like that beforehand. Jack ended up taking a plea deal and got no jail time in exchange for him never having any right to see my daughter. When my daughter was born, my mother asked me to move back home and said sorry for everything, and she did. A year after my daughter was born, I went to college a few hours away, and my mom retired early to watch her while I went to college. During the week, I stayed on campus, so I didn't have to drive back and forth, and on the weekends, I came home, and I also called every night to make sure my daughter was okay. My second year of college, me and my boyfriend eloped, and my mom did not like that one bit, even though we've been together for 6 years at that point, and he takes care of my daughter like she's his and still does to this day. So one day we had a big snowstorm, and my Thursday and Friday classes were canceled. So I went home early without telling my mom, and guess who was in the kitchen when I walked in? Jack's mom, my mom, and Jack. Jack was also holding my daughter when I walked in. They were surprised to say the least, and I started flipping out naturally and grabbed my daughter and packed a bag with her stuff. My mother and Jack's mother were pleading with me to not leave while I was packing. When I went to leave, my mom was crying, now begging me to forgive her. I said I would never forgive her and went to walk out. On my way out, Jack grabbed my arm and said I should be nicer to my mother. My mother called me hundreds of times, but I never answered her. I left, got an apartment with my husband and daughter. Got a babysitter for when I was in class. A week after this incident, my mother put over $100K in my bank account to buy me over or get me to talk to her. I really don't know. My younger sister just got married and my mother was at the wedding, and I had to be civil to her. She asked about my daughter and son and current pregnancy. She told me how she wanted to fix things with me and see her grandkids before she eventually dies, and how she's always believed me about the assault. She just didn't want to be fired. I asked her if she still hangs out with Jack's mother. She said sometimes, but mostly at church. I left the conversation at that. She's my mother. I love her. I miss her. She raised me and my sister all by herself, well, with the help of a few nannies too, but I don't know if I will ever be able to completely forgive her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Long story, sorry about that. I just wanted to vent about the current crap in my life. Comments. User 1. Jack ended up taking a plea deal and got no jail time in exchange for him never having any right to see my daughter. File 2 restraining orders, one for your mother and one for Jack. Then contact the district attorney and inquire about Jack's plea deal and advise that he had violated it. Your mother never believed you and was only concerned for herself. Keep the $100K and go NC. User 2. Up this. Jack broke the agreement. Your mom broke your trust. Leave them both in the dust. User 3. Jack also grabbed her arm. That's assault. OOP on her daughter. She's 12. Maybe when she's older I'll tell her who her father is, but as of now I see no reason to tell her about it. He is legally not allowed to have any contact with my daughter. Like I said, and I'll say it again, when she's older I am most likely going to tell her about him and how she came to be. She is too young right now, in my opinion, to learn about all this. I have been to therapy for years because of the pain he caused me. I still don't see why she needs him in her life. You haven't given me any good reasons. The only thing you keep telling me is that he's her biological father. Why does that matter so much? She has a dad. Yes, he might not biologically be her father, but he does everything a father is supposed to do. My husband is her dad, and that's all she's known her whole life. OOP on the light sentence. How did a rapist get 0 time? What is missing from this story? He was a minor just like me when this happened, so that might have a part in it as well. Grape is grape. This went to a trial and he was convicted of grape and he got no time? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I'm not a lawyer to completely understand it. Here's what I was told. In exchange for Jay having no legal right to my daughter and pleading guilty, he got no time in jail. OOP on the plea violation. I didn't pursue legal action because at that point it was almost 3 years since it happened. I just wanted to go on with my life. Update. For the first time in 10 years, I called my mother. I wanted to talk to her more and see if we can move forward from what happened and to see if I can forgive her. So I called her and she answered right away. The conversation went well at first. We were talking about current things in our life. My mom is finally actually dating someone for the first time since my father left her. And then the conversation somehow turned into church, which led to her talking about Jack. She just felt the need to inform me how much my daughter looks like his other kids. 'Cause apparently I'm supposed to care. I told her I did not want to talk about him, but she continued. My mother informed me that he's a better person now and feels terrible for what he did and how I should forgive him because it happened so long ago. I should be over it by now. I got pissed at her. My mother has never heard about what happened from me. She only ever listened to his story about what happened. So I told her what happened, what really happened, and how her talking about the man who assaulted me will make me have zero respect for her. I told her to never call me to keep our relationship the way it's been for the last years, because she is never going to change. I feel really hurt, but I mostly feel really stupid for thinking my mother has changed at all. I don't understand why I'm not good enough for her to make her stop talking to him and his family. I'm not going to bring any of my kids around her. It sucks that I can't let my kids see their grandmother, but she has hurt me too much, and how would I know she won't hurt them somehow? I can't trust her to be around them. There were a lot of comments on my first post, and I wasn't able to respond to all of them, so I will answer a few questions I saw here. Why did I keep my daughter? I personally could never get an abortion. I believe it's anyone's choice to do so, but I couldn't do it. I thought about giving her up for adoption, and was thinking about going through with it, but once I saw her when she was born, she was my little girl. When I look at her, I don't see him, I see her. The loving and amazing kid she is. Jack's mother didn't do anything wrong, so why do I not like her? Jack's mother has deep connections in the town I lived in at the time, so she told everyone that I was a lying slut. That Jack didn't assault me, we had sex, and I felt guilty about it, and I lied saying he raped me. Where did the 100K come from? This is something I still don't know. My mother has always had money, but not that much money. How many times did my mother allow Jack to visit my daughter behind my back? I also don't know the answer to this one. I asked my sister if she knew this was happening because she was still in high school living with my mother. She said she never saw Jack at the house, so she doesn't know either. Does my daughter know my husband isn't her biological dad? No, my daughter does not know he isn't. Only really close family members know he isn't. When my daughter gets older, I will tell her. Comments. User 1. Speaking as a SA survivor, cut her off. User 2. I'm sorry that happened to you, but sometimes family is not those who share blood with you, but actually act like one. I'm glad you left your mother and your relationship with her behind. It might be hard for you, but eventually it is the right thing to do. A mother is supposed to love their children above all else, and if she cannot see how much she hurts you by talking to someone who's harmed you badly, then she is not worthy of your time. User 3. That 100K may have been given to your mom by Jack's mother to try and buy you off, as she knows he just violated his release agreement and can go to jail. If she gave it to you directly, she could also find herself in trouble. So, she may have sent it through your mom. I was very happy reading how you have stayed strong throughout all you have been through. I know you probably love your mother very much. But sometimes it's our own family that can hurt us the most. So don't feel bad if you have to leave her behind and focus on your own family. Put your energy and strength into your husband and kids. And live a happy life. User 4. Oh my God. File a restraining order for your mother, Jack, and Jack's mom. If I may ask where your father is. I don't think you mentioned him unless you did, and I missed it somewhere. I am so sorry you have to go through this. My father lives a few states away with his wife and their kids. I talk to him every now and then, but not often. He left my mom when me and my sister were really young, so we never had a relationship with him.